losing weight, start going on the health journey, start losing weight, started starting reading some self-help, started, really tapping into spirituality. And I thought I was healing, baby. I thought that I was good. I'm healing. But as I was healing, or so I thought, and I thought I was good, feeling comfortable, I started feeling I started feeling the discomfort again, but it came this time with a vengeance. I mean, it was coming like anxiety, just anxious all the time, just unnerving, it was just horrible. It was bad, and it got to the point then it started affecting my health. And now I'm getting sick, and now I can't get healthy, and now it's just, And good evening, Octavia. What's up? I'm on here and on YouTube at the same time. But it just started getting, I just started getting it my physical, and I'm somebody who believes that what you have, like when illnesses start to show physically, that's just a physical manifestation of what you have going on internally, like, mentally, what you may be going on. See, a lot of times we think of manifestation, we only think of manifestation from manifesting great things, but we don't understand that we can manifest some chaos, disruption, and things in our life too, unbeknownst to us, if you're not being conscious and intentional about the things that you think about or feel in your life. So with me, with all of this anxiety that I kept feeling, all it did was just manifest into migraines, chronic migraines, inflammation throughout my body, whether it showed as inflammation of my sinuses, inflammation of my ear, inflammation like in my throat, inflammation in my stomach, inflammation in my feet. It just manifested all over me with inflammation. And the things I wanted to do, I was just pushing and working, and that's what I thought. I thought, okay, well, I'm getting sick. That's just the devil. Like people like to say, that's just things trying to hold me back. That's all that is. They trying to hold me back. You know what? I'm going to push harder. So when I was going through these things, I just felt like, okay, that just means I need to work harder. I need to push harder. So I just needed to push harder. So then I started pushing harder. And that's why I talk to everyone about like feminine energy, because what I was doing was I started overly operating in my masculine, trying to push, trying to prove, like thinking about things from a logical sense. Like, okay, well, if I'm not seeing my views, that means I need to do this more. If I'm feeling sick, that means that, I need to do this more, instead of actually just sitting down, resting, reflecting, and really starting to tap in and connect with me. But because I was so sick, honey, because I didn't sit down, baby, the Most High most definitely set me down. So I didn't want to do it, but the Most High did, because I just got to a point where I just was sick, and I just had to sit back altogether. And with sitting back, I had to come to some real realizations that I did not want to come to. And a lot of those realizations was that, because at this time I'm going through stuff with my physical health. I'm not seeing things transpire in building my brand, building my business, you know, and then I got things going on in my home with my children, with my husband. So it's just like all of this is just going on, but all it was a reflection of what I had going on internally. So everything I had going on internally, from worry to resentment to you know, just to grief, and not even grief from like loved ones passing, but that too, grief from loved ones passing, but grief from just, you know, friendships ending, relationships cutting off, you know, just all of those things going on. And that was just a reflection externally in my reality. So, you know, I got to a point where I was like, you know what, I need some direction. You know, because we will sit here and we will think we have it all together, you know, or we will think that we can do it ourselves. You know, I could do it myself, but it got to a point, it's like, honey, you've been doing it your way, you've been doing it yourself. How has that been working for you? How has that been working for you? And it wasn't working. So I did. I took the time and I reached out. And it just so happily, I was on YouTube. I was watching this young lady, and I've been watching her for a little while, just watching her content. And it just, something was like, when it said, you know, if you want a consultation, blah, 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 something was just like, go get a consultation. And I did. And I went and got the consultation. And then the consultation was like, oh, we can start right now. And I was like, ooh, I ain't say all that. I ain't say I was ready to start right now. I'm pacing myself. But I just knew that was just my old conditioned mind that's like, I don't want to do this. So I just was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. So I committed myself, paid for my sessions, and I did it. And I am so grateful for those sessions, because, and I'm still having them, so it's not over yet. But I was so grateful for that time, because it's been like 3 months. I'm so grateful, because where it's things that I already knew, she confirmed things. And then where it's things that I already knew, she gave me another perspective of looking at it. Like, okay, let's try looking at it this way. And that's all it is sometimes. Sometimes you just need people. Sometimes you need people. Sometimes you need a community to just get you out of your own way, so that you can like, you know, you might be like, oh, you steady trying to put this puzzle together. You steady trying to put this puzzle, and it's not work. Like, this doesn't fit. This ain't fitting. This ain't fitting. And then you have someone who might come along and say, well, wait a minute. Why don't you move that over here, and then move that over there? And then you're like, oh, okay, that does work. You know, that does work. So sometimes asking for that help, sometimes seeking that help to give you just somebody who has a different outlook on things. You know, like, I remember, you know, like, I tell people this, you know, when I talk to people, when they may come and they may feel like, oh, this person is this person is that, blah, 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 blah. And I say, have you looked at it from this perspective? Or I'll say, well, you know, do you believe that you create your own reality? That's the first thing I say. I said, do you believe that you are the creator of your reality? You believe that you create your own destiny? Do you believe that? And sure enough, people will always be like, what? Yes. I create my reality. I create my destiny. I'll be like, okay, so you believe you create your reality and your destiny? Yeah. Okay, so then you know that you create the chaos in your reality as well. See, we will accept creating our reality when it comes to all the successful things in our life. But when we keep having drama after drama, chaos after chaos, and on, when we keep having those experiences in our life, then we kind of like to be like, oh, well, that, see, I believe I may have done some of it, but they contributed too. No. It's not halfway. You can't accept all of the success, but then when it comes to the chaos and the drama in your life, you want to say, well, I'll take on my half or my part. It's your chaos. It's all your part. It's all your chaos. It ain't some of your chaos. If it's your reality, it's your chaos. It's your success. All of that stuff is yours, and you're the creator of it. All of it. And yes, you do it unintentionally. We don't intentionally create the chaos because we're not intentional and tapped into our feminine energy to understand what we have going on within ourselves. And the truth, and we are so accustomed to chaos within us, we do think it's normal. Because just for like the last 3 days of my, I was about to say the wrong thing. Let me switch up. The last 3 days, I've just had this feeling. And I was just sitting around and I'm like, what is this feeling? What is this feeling? It was like, I'm not feeling anxious because I would do a body scan. And typically I do a body scan and I'm feeling anxious. Like I'm going to feel it, like I'm going to feel it in my wound. I'm going to feel it in my toes. I'm going to feel it in my hands, wherever. Like I'm going to feel it. But it's like, I don't feel like that. And then it's like, okay, what is this? I was like, I don't feel excited. I didn't feel excited. I didn't feel happy. I didn't feel anxious. I didn't feel sad. It's like, what is this? Balance. I was feeling balance. And because I am not accustomed to just not feeling, I'm not accustomed from going to because I'm not accustomed to not going from one extreme to the next extreme. It's either I'm worrying, fearful, doubtful, depressed, or I'm happy, excited. Oh my gosh, everything's going the way I want to. And there's no in between. It's here to here. So to just be like, what is this feeling? I don't feel sad. I'm just here. It's like, that's balance, baby. That's present. That's being present. That's being balanced. That's being calm. Baby, that's peace. You don't have a worry in your head. And the fact I wasn't accustomed to that, I was looking for it. I was looking for it.